Hey everybody, Jim here, and today I'm going to be removing some Thompson's water seal from the side of a fiberglass boat. It's going to be fun, so let me get started by washing this dirty boat. I want to make sure that I'm not spraying the Thompson's water seal onto dirt, but instead applying it directly to the gel. Just a solution of blue dish soap and water. And an old sponge. Yeah, this is going to be great. That looks pretty good. I got a little bit of pitting. That's okay for this demonstration. This has taken a while to dry, so I'm going to help it along. Alright, that looks plenty dry. Time to apply some Thompson's water seal. Now this is the offensive stuff. It says that it's transparent and barely tinted, but truth be told, it's actually just like a solid brown color. I don't know why they added so much pigment to this, but Thompson's, you really messed up. But that's okay. I was just wasting it on a boat dock since it was not what I wanted, and that's where I got into trouble, which I'll explain a little bit later on. Let me mix this up and get it sprayed. Alright, that should be enough for our test. let's wait for that to dry. It's taken a while to dry. We're about at the 20-minute mark. So, but I want to make sure that it's nice and dry and not still wet. I want it to outgas all the alcohol in which the wax is suspended, so that it's just the wax left over. So while we're waiting for it to dry, let me explain the pickle that caused me to make this video. I had this Thompson's water seal that I didn't want because it's brown like paint almost. And I thought, hey, I'll just spray it on my boat dock. Well, a gust of wind picked up some droplets, some aerosolized droplets, and landed them on my tenant's boat. So this is about 50 times as thick as the droplet pattern. So it's not really a good example, but in here it's pretty close to where the droplets were. It wasn't nearly as dense as this, but I wanted to make sure I get a lot on here to show that this can just be cleaned off. Well, I immediately texted the tenant at the wet slip and explained that I had oversprayed a little bit of Thompson's water seal onto his boat and that I would take care of it, meaning I would just scrub it off. Well, he showed up right away and he looked and he goes, oh yeah, it's not a big deal. And then later on he texted me and he says, you know, my friend wants to look at it. And I said, oh, okay. And then a couple days later, he called me up and he explained to me that the expert has explained to him that that this stuff can't be scrubbed off, and that I was just lying to him. And if you're the sort of lowlife that charges senior citizens thousands of dollars for services they don't need, then the solution in your book, since you run this business, is removing the gel coat, sanding it down past the gel coat, and then reapplying gel coat. Now, the surface area that I had sprayed was about 2 square feet, and it was right there on the dive platform, and a few more droplets on the side of the boat, here on the hull. And I explained, no, seriously, I can just scrub it off. And when I said that, my tenant and a close personal friend, he said to me, in almost screaming, absolutely not. And I said, whoa. So I realized that at this point, the other guy had convinced him that wax cannot be scrubbed off of a boat and that I was just a liar. And I was on my way to do another thing, and so I said, yeah, I'll pay for the boat to be taken out of the water, dry docked, and then these 2 square feet of fiberglass sanded down and replaced at a cost of $2,000, at about $1,000 per square foot. I didn't feel good about it, but I didn't want to argue with him because he had been convinced, and so I just let it go. Anyway, that's the pickle I'm in. I'm paying $2,000 to get some Thompson's water seal removed from a boat, and I just wanted to show everyone this stuff can be scrubbed off very easily without damaging the gel coat. All right, we're going to wait a little bit longer because I think it's still wet. Yeah. All right, it's been an hour, and this is dry. It's not going to get any more dry because the alcohol that in which the wax is suspended has evaporated, so it's not going to evaporate anymore. It's done. So yeah, my plan is to show you 3 different ways to remove Thompson's water seal from fiberglass. The first being just regular old Windex and a plain old Scotch-Brite. Let's give this a try. And I'll test 3 different sections, starting at the bottom. Again, you don't want to damage the gel coat, so you want to rub very softly. Now, the active ingredient in Windex is ammonia, and ammonia is safe to use on fiberglass. Real soft. You barely want to rub it all. don't apply much pressure. Oh, that's a pit. And just like that, the Windex has cleaned up that one swath. Nice. Let's move on to the next test. For the next test, I'm going to try some isopropyl alcohol. Let's give that a try. I think there's a sealant. Yeah, for whatever reason, they seal isopropyl alcohol now. Nice. And this one smells like wintergreen, so it has the added bonus of making your boat minty. Let's give it a try. I'm going to try another area here, another swath. Just real gentle. You don't want to put any force on there. Yep, in mere seconds, isopropyl alcohol cleans it right up. Alright, for the third test, I'm going to try Goof Off. And I think that's the same as Goo Gone or something very similar, but it says here, for use on fully cured, varnished, and oil-based painted surfaces, baseboard, metals, gloss, brick, wood, concrete, grout, fiberglass, hand tools, most automotive surfaces. Alright, so it says it's safe on fiberglass. Let's find out. I'm going to try a different area. Just regular old Scotch-Brite. Just putting a little bit of pressure. It's coming right off, and just seriously, just fingertip. No real pressure at all. You don't have to go crazy. You don't have to risk damaging the gel coat. So yeah, Goo Off works fine with just a little bit of Scotch-Brite. Takes it right off. And as you can see, the gel coat is just fine. There's nothing wrong with it. yeah, I had to do this experiment to make sure that I wasn't going crazy, because when the expert tricked my friend into believing that Thompson's water seal, or wax, cannot be scrubbed off a fiberglass, I thought maybe I'm the crazy one. So I'm doing this experiment and just putting it out there, and leaving that right there. I think that's a good smiley face. I hope the rest of you are having a great day. I sure learned a lot making this video, and I hope you did too. Thanks so much for watching.